Hello, everybody. So today we'll be looking at glassware and accessories and a juicer by making 3 holiday mocktails. So, but first, what am I drinking? So this is just cranberry, ginger beer, non-alcoholic ginger beer, and a splash of lime. And then I always like to garnish it with some cranberries on a little pick. And this is actually in one of my favorite whiskey tumblers. I'll show you more when we make one of our drinks. I also love these straws. So they are linked in the description if you're interested. They come in a multi-pack. They come small and then taller. And actually, I have a few of the other smaller ones. I don't have the larger ones with me right now. But they come in straight or a little bend in them. I like these. So my favorite part also is that it actually comes with these tops, and they're just a rubber tip. I don't like drinking directly from the metal straws, but this makes a nice. Also, when you have multiple people, you can tell your drinks apart. So that's what I love about these. So that's what I'll be drinking while we make our mocktails. So cheers. All right, a couple other things before we get started making our drinks and showing off our cocktails is this bar mat right here. And it's just, you can see it kind of holds the water in, liquid in, these nubs. This came in a 2-pack, and I can just put this in the dishwasher. That's why I love it. I would put it on the top rack so it doesn't melt, but I've put it in the dishwasher multiple times, and it works really well. I also use this by my coffee maker. So it sits right in front of my coffee maker, and I can just pull my cup of coffee out, add any creamer, and it keeps things kind of contained. So I really like this bar mat. It's my personal favorite. Check the link in the description below. And also throughout, if you have any questions or you want to see something more up close, just let me know and I can show you more. All right. So, so that is the bar mat, and I'll quickly introduce the juicer. Now, I've been wanting to try a juicer. I'm not a big juicer, so I just wanted an affordable, easy option. So I have it back here. But by no means, if you're making these mocktails, do you have to make fresh juice. Store-bought juice is fine. I'm using some store-bought and some fresh juice, and I will give you my opinion at that point. But I picked up this juicer just because it, like I said, is an affordable option. It gets the job done. And here's me kind of showing you what it looks like. Unlike most juicers, this was not the easiest to clean, but it did a good job. It just did its job. So I will actually show you more of this juicer also when we make our mocktails. And that's how it kind of goes together. So what I liked about this one, which you'll see more of it when we get into it, but it has a close and open spout, so it's not always putting out juice and it, takes a pause. So, like I said, we'll show more of that juicer as we go. And that juicer is linked in the description below. All right. So, let's get started with our first mocktail. I'm going to put the recipe up on screen. These are very simple recipes, and I'm going to eyeball them somewhat, not necessarily stick with the ounces, but let's start with what I called the cinnamon and joy. So, if you want to take a screenshot, write it down. I'm going to collect the ingredients and I'll come back and we will start. All right, so hopefully you had a chance to jot that down. All right, so we have sparkling cider, ginger beer. This is the non alcoholic diet version, but any ginger beer or even ginger ale. I know during the holiday seasons, they tend to come out with like a cranberry ginger beer or ginger ale. That would work as well. And just some cranberry juice and a little lemon juice. I did not juice the lemons myself, so that's just a store bought lemon juice. Let's grab the glasses. So, this is the glass that I have been drinking out of while we talk. And my favorite part is the etching on this. It's a nice 3D look. I actually picked up the 6-pack of that. I have it linked in the description below because we use these all the time. These are whiskey tumblers. I use them for a lot of my mixed drinks. Breakfast even, look how pretty this is. So that is what we're gonna be making this drink in. And then any drink that doesn't need to be shaken, that I just wanna stir, I just use this mixing glass here. It's got the spout on it. And it actually matches fairly well with the glasses. And it's a really kind of thick, nice details on it. So this works really well for making bigger drinks. I'm going to use it even though wouldn't necessarily need it for this drink. This drink you could just kind of pour and go. So in this drink, I'm going to use ice cube, like a bigger round ice cube. I'll grab that. But another option I think would work wonderfully, I have below, and I will actually show you a video of that while I grab my ice cube. So this round mold works really well. And you'll see me here adding some pomegranate seeds to the bottom. And I also did some coconut flakes. I've never tried the coconut flakes before, so to let you know how that goes. And then a tip is I fill it, half the bottom half with water, and I'll let that freeze. And then I will take it out of the freezer, add some more of the coconut flakes as well as the uh, pomegranate seeds, and then put the top on, fill it up so it kind of gets more of that interest. Now, you'll see I have hard water. I don't tend to go through all the extra work of putting in the distilled water. But if you guys have hacks for how you get your ice cubes to be clear, you can see kind of in there the pomegranate seeds. But I know some people can get these really clear and they look amazing. But this mold, you just fill it up. I just opened it up and this is what it makes. I love the look of this ice cube. It just comes right out. And there's that. On this particular one, I don't know if you can see it in here. Actually, let's put the overhead camera on. You can see it has a snowflake in it. So if you could get your ice cubes really clear, like I mentioned, that would be awesome uh, for the holidays. But like you can see on this, it's there. I'll show you again on the overhead. It's kind of there. The light makes it hard to see, but it is there. But again, if you guys know how to do that, let me know. I would love to learn that. So this is that ice cube mold. Very easy to use. This is actually one of my favorite. I have it without the snowflake. I have one with a Christmas tree, and then I have this snowflake one. Love that. Makes everything so easy. So the ice cube in here for right now. We're gonna start by rimming the glass with, this is cinnamon and sugar. And let me show you. Actually found, I think it's called sanding sugar. I'm not sure, but it has that sparkle to it. So I have regular sugar, cinnamon, and then that kind of sparkly sugar. So hopefully that looks nice. I haven't tried this specific one. All right. So sometimes I'll use honey mixed with some water to use as a rim, but I'm just going to grab some water and wet this down real quick. All right, hopefully that was enough. Oh, I like that a lot. Could have used a little more water, or like I said, a little honey water mix. Smells amazing. All right, let's get the overhead camera on this as well. Hopefully it shows. Look at that. That sparkles. I love that a lot. You can see it with the glass. It looks really nice. I really like that. That turned out really well. Okay, so let's make our drink. So this is the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Put this up real quick. 1 ounce of the cranberry juice. Again, I tend to eyeball this, so by all means, make it in the drink if you like. Better? I like this ginger beer. Technically, it's 1 ounce. We may end up adding more. Right there. And then it's 5 ounces of sparkling cider. So it'll have that apple flavor to it. Let me try a different one. All right, more than one way to do something. There we go. All right. And open, stir this up. And then just top it with, it says 5 ounces, but I'm just going to top it with the rest of the way. See how pretty that is. Look at the overhead here. And there you have it. The nice little, I love this because you can see the little pomegranate seeds in the ice. The sparkle, like this just looks delicious. Actually, and you know what I think it needs? Because it doesn't have enough holiday. So, like I mentioned with what was in here, we're going to use this. So I keep these in the freezer. I will put cranberries on the stick, sprinkle a little sugar on it, and stick it in the freezer. And it kind of adds, just put it across the top like this. And then as you see, as you drink, you can just put it in there, get a little extra cool. So that is the cinnamon and joy. So let's take a taste. Mm, that's good. With a little rim. Actually, put a little more ginger beer in there, give it a little more kick. It's a very nice, sweet, appley flavor. The lemon juice added a little bit of, I really like that. If you like bitters, you could actually put a little dash of bitters in there. That might actually taste really good as well. Okay, so let's put this back here. Drink one of the great mocktail. Okay. So let's set up for our second drink. Again, this is not an involved recipe. It's just a mock mimosa. If you're looking for a little sparkle to cheers with, I think this would be a great drink for that. All right. So for this drink, I actually did try out the juicer. So I'm going to bring that up on screen now and let you show you how that looked. Bring that up in just a second. All right, so this is me testing out the juicer. I will turn that volume down. And again, you can use store-bought, totally acceptable. But like I mentioned, I just wanted to use this juicer as an easy way to just make fresh juice at the holidays. I don't see myself using it all that much, but with this particular juicer, you do need to make sure you're cutting the fruit rather small because the opening is a little bit on the small side. So this is me cutting up the orange. It is a little noisy, so found that it handled a lot of fruit at a time. I would say next time I'm going to take the peel off a little bit at least. Makes it less bitter because I did add a little bit of water to the juice as well as a tiny bit of sugar, just because it was not very bitter, just a little bit bitter. So you can see it kind of rocks back and forth, but it never fell off. It never caused a problem. These up close. It spits out one side and spits out juice on the other side. That's that small hole. Again, cut up the fruit, small, and I had no issues whatsoever. Cleaning it out. And that was, I believe, 3 oranges. It doesn't make a lot. Oh, here's me pointing out. So you got to make sure the spout's shut or it makes a mess. But once I shut it, works perfect. I do actually like that feature a lot, that you can open and close it. And there's the scraps. I think it's very efficient. It didn't have any pulp or anything in the orange juice. It was just the juice, which I like. I don't like pulp. It was a nice thick orange juice. Like I said, you'll see here, I did add a little bit of water, slight bit of sugar. That's what I have right here. Some OJ. Let's talk about the glasses I'm going to use for this. I have 2 options, and it depends on what you're looking for. So the first one, these are plastic champagne flutes, just plastic. And I like these because they come in a multi-pack and they're in plastic like this. This I like these most if I'm going on a trip that I know I'm gonna want to cheers at. You know, we go to Vegas, we'll get a bottle of champagne and cheers at the Bellagio fountains. And I don't like going into the drugstore and getting those cheap, the plastic champagne flutes where you have to put the bottom on yourself. So I'll just throw a few of these in my bag and then they just do the job. I like these a lot for that. And they are linked in the description below. If you're looking for easy cleanup, if you're having a large party at New Year's or at holiday time, I like these a lot for that. Another option, which I think I'm going to make my drink in today, is this multi-pack. And these are 9-ounce plastic champagne flutes with a gold rim. This kind of just elevates the glass, and you can see it has that nice gold rim on it. But again, easy plastic. Now, I will say I have tried the dishwasher a couple times with these. Sometimes they'll melt. Sometimes if you put them on the top rack, they will clean up and you can use them again. But they're not really made for that. They're not made to be in the dishwasher. But the purpose they're used for like at a party or what have you, you can't beat these. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to cough. So let's make this really easy, just kind of sparkling OJ, basically, the mock mimosa. So for this, we're having our freshly squeezed OJ, and I just like to use some lemon lime. This one has cranberry in it for the holidays. You can use ginger ale, you can use sparkling water, whatever works for you. But first, because it's the holidays, we got to make it a little bit more fancy. So for this one, I'm actually going to use the honey and water mixture. Just going to put just a little bit on here. Not the whole rim, just a little, add a little something to it. Because it already has that beautiful gold rim, I'm just going to add some extra holiday, some flair. Maybe see if I can stick one on there. Kind of sticking. All right. Kind of did okay. That's not my favorite, but you know what? It's still fun. You can see, again, I use that sparkling sanding sugar, so it kinda did a little weird. I think I wouldn't use the sanding sugar in it next time. It just does a little cute something. I was shaken up. Well, that one was really full. That's what that was. We're gonna do half juice and half lemon lime. Like I said, nothing fancy. It just gives you something to cheers with, sparkle. So that is our mock mimosa in our gold rimmed. Mm. You know what it needs? Because it's the holidays. Let's see. So you don't see my fridge. Let's put a little cherry in the bottom. Should have started with that. Didn't think about it till now. That's okay. Little maraschino cherry. Look at that. I love that. Gives it just a little bit something extra at the bottom. All right. So that is mocktail number 2. And I'm spilling it right now. All right, let's move on to our third and final mocktail. That is the Grinch mocktail. I'm going to collect the ingredients. Again, you want to take a screenshot. You'll see that there's no ounces on here. This is all kind of by eyeball. All right. So let's start before we get into drink. Let's look at this glitter. This is edible luster dust, is what they call it. This particular one I purchased around Halloween. It has 15 different colors. Actually, use this for Halloween. So I used the purple one to make this like purple drink, and the green one here, which we're going to use for this particular drink, I used as well. So you can see how nicely that kind of just, it's not sparkle glitter, it's kind of that luster dust. I think that's the best way to put that. So we're going to use the grass green, but it also has, I love this gold. I think I'm going to use that in some New Year's drinks. Also some copper. I think that'd be a really good kind of color combination. Couple drinks in this and couple drinks in this. Also has your black luster. There's all kinds of colors in here. And I know that there's some that are a little different than this, but this one, you screw off the lid and has an extra closing inside. And it has kind of a sprinkle top. Sometimes for certain drinks, I wish I could get this whole lid off really easily, which I haven't found an easy way, so I could kind of spoon it out. But for most drinks, I do like the sprinkle top because it controls how much glitter you put in something, so you don't just dump the whole thing in there if you're dumping. All right, so let's grab the glassware that we're going to use for this. And this is one of my favorite glasses as well. This is a vintage like coupe. You can see again the beautiful kind of etching 3D effect of this. And it's very sturdy. It's a nice thick glass, which I love for this. You can just see here. I mean, you could even make some nice pudding or something in this, but this is one of my favorite to make a drink in. Either I'm using this one or this glass. So for this drink, we have some lime juice, which let's bring that up. And this is lime juice I actually used the juicer to make. By no means do you have to do that, but I actually big fan. I think lime juice, freshly pressed, love it. So that juicer did a really good job specifically with the lime juice. So we're gonna have lime juice, Sprite. Let's bring that up for you while I go through this. Lime juice and Sprite, and a dash of the green edible sparkle or luster dust, or anything else you prefer to make it green. I think you could use food coloring, whatever works for you. So we're actually just gonna make this in the glass. We're gonna eyeball it. Mm. So we won't pour the whole thing. Let's just put a little lime juice in there. I like mine with a little bit of bite. We'll start with that. Oh no, please hold. I'm gonna have to start over. I did not do the most important part, guys. I did not put the rim on it. So let's start over. So this is just pre-bought store-made icing. I just have vanilla white icing. I saw this on social media, so let's see how it goes. Maybe I can do this. Really almost forgot the most important part. Otherwise, it's not a holiday drink, it's just a green drink. It's just kind of like icing, cake. The goal is to make it kind of look like the Grinch's hat, a little Santa hat, almost, kind of abstractly. So let's make sure it's on the top. Nothing special, just a little icing. And let's roll it. My technique is not perfect, but you get what I'm going for here. Considering I almost forgot it, I think we're doing good here. A little crazy, but I like that. That actually worked really well. Let's look at it from the overhead view. That's what it looks like. I said I got a little crazy. I got better as I went, but here you have it. That is the Grinch kind of hat look, if you will. Okay, let's go back to the lime juice again. 3 in here. I'm feeling crazy. Let's put 4. Sprite. Make sure it's cold because I'm not going to put ice cubes in it. And then makes it the Grinch. my nails. There we go. I put it down too tight, so see how much that is. Oh no, we got sparkle. Stir it in. Let's add a little bit more, make it a little darker. I'll show you overhead what we're doing here. Just eyeballing it, guys. Yeah, and if you have any questions or you want to see close-ups or maybe I'm not being as clear as I could be, let me know in the comments. Okay. So I will say I'm getting a little of the sprinkles in the drink. I think I would make it ahead of time and pour it in here. That is the look of it. See, I'm getting sprinkles in here. So I think what I would do next time, I would use my, here, let me bring that up in the carousel. I would use this, make the drink in here, stir it up, pour it in here, and I don't think you'd get the sprinkles in there. I mean, it's kind of cute, but not what I was going for. This glass is not going to show you the luster as much. Again, let's go back to that green is what this actually looks like. It's just the glass has such beautiful etching on it, you're not getting as much of that sparkle view. So that is the Grinch. So see if I can overhead and show you some of the sparkle as well. It's hard to see with the overhead lights, but in person, you can actually see it kind of swirling. But either way, I made a beautiful green Grinch drink. So let's take a drink. Cheers. Ooh, I like it. All right. So that is our third mocktail. And I think I might do a bonus. I'm feeling a bonus. Is anyone else feeling that? Clean up. So I did see this just before I went live. Something like this. So I'm gonna try it. We'll see. I've never tried this before. It may be terrible. It's another Grinch drink because why not? So let's see. I think I'll make it in my other champagne flute, plastic one. Now, the goal is to make it. So we're gonna try this. So have this. I've seen it as a cocktail, a mimosa type of cocktail, but we're gonna try it as a mocktail. This is me just making it fly. So let's see. And OJ. So let's see. So I have this blue raspberry kind of drink. Just make sure it wasn't gonna explode everywhere. I think that's the key is you need something blue to start with to make that green color. Because I like lime juice. So a little there. Again, you can do the rim, but this is a bonus drink. I was not planning on doing this, so let's see. Put a little blue in there. I'm not sure how much to put in there. Again, I'm making this up as I go. Because I like pineapple juice. Put a little pineapple juice in there. Oh, it's going green. And then finish off with some OJ, orange juice. Okay, all right, we took away the green a little bit. It's looking a little sickly. Add some blue in there. Okay, so I would say if I'm learning as I go, I would go with pineapple juice. Pineapple juice, I think, worked really well to make it green. Once I added the orange juice, kind of went a little putrid looking. Let's stir this up. There you go. Like I said, it's a little pineapple juice and this blue juice. Let's just try that. Let's see what that looks like. We're experimenting, guys. We are experimenting. So I'm going to grab another pineapple juice out of the car, out of the fridge. Hopefully. This happens when you're experimenting. You don't have what you need. All right, let's try some more pineapple juice. So far, I'm liking the color of this one a little bit better. I think maybe it's a small drink. I think that's what it needs to be. All right. So the one right here is made with just pineapple juice and the blue raspberry. This one has orange juice, pineapple, and blue raspberry. So kind of works. I mean, now I kind of actually like this one better. I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you prefer this green one? I'm not sure it's on camera. In person, I actually like this orange juice, pineapple, blue raspberry. So let's test them. Very blue raspberry. Oh yeah. So the pineapple and blue raspberry tastes my taste much better. You could also probably put some sparkle in here. Let's see. Let's see. So let's put some sparkling cider. Because it is supposed to kind of be like a mimosa, right? Okay, that's nice. All right, so we made 3 mocktails and I did a bonus. So let's clean up, and does anyone have questions? Put them in the comments. Let me know. Before we get to our final option. So the other thing, I'll have to show you this here while we're doing this. What I like about these glasses is that they actually stack pretty well. Like they kind of almost have a lip to them. So if that matters to anybody. All right. So to review, these are the 4 glasses that we use today, along with the mixing glass. So this one, if you're making a cocktail, this is a really fun cocktail holiday glass. I love that one. I love the vintage looks of these glasses. That's why I chose them. This is the whiskey tumbler. Again, really solid glass. I'll make, cocktails, mocktails, holiday drinks in this one most often because it holds more. This one is a beautiful glass. This will hold more. And then there's two options of a nice plastic, perfect for the holidays. You don't have to clean up. Everybody holds on to their own glass. There's no one breaking them. Or if you're out on vacation, great options. Without, bring that up on the bottom here. That's without the gold rim. And then we have one with the gold rim. And then we have the mixing glass. Beautifully vintage look to it. I personally, actually, this is my favorite part, the nice, making a mess, bottom. Let's clean that up. All right. And then I wanted to give one final option since it is the holidays. Something for gifting. So I actually got this for a friend. I wanted something in a beautiful box. Let's make sure this is clean so this is a gift. I don't want to send it to her in a mess. And this is tropical chic Belle Coupe glasses. Sip in glamorous style. That's the front. Kind of nice palm frond, little flamingo. And you can see it's just kind of nice quality box. I really like it. And then you got the back here. So let's open it up. Because it's not like a sealed box that I'm gonna ruin it for my friend. Sorry for the glare there. Once we get it open, it'll be fine. Again, this box is very quality. I'm very impressed by it. And this is kind of like a velvet look. It's just actually the styrofoam, but they elevated it by adding this kind of velvet look to it. And here's the glasses. Comes with nice quality papers. Put that there. I love this like satin. Adds a nice elevated look to it. Let's look at them front on as well. This is what they look like. Very secure in there. These are a little thinner. You know, if I was gonna cheers with this glass, which is much thicker, I'd be afraid I would be like smashing into it. So they are more delicate, but they're not, by no means are they flimsy. They're just a little bit more delicate. I love this pattern. Nice delicate stem. Beautiful glasses. They actually hold a lot. They look like they hold quite a bit. And they fit right back in. So secure. So this is a beautiful gift. I'm actually very happy with it after unboxing it here. And it goes back together, all right there. Very well thought out. I like that. All right. So if you have any questions, you want to see something again, put it in the comments. We are headed into the end of this. Oh, they're 12 ounces. So they do hold a lot. It's a 12-ounce glass. Sorry. But if I don't see any comments, we are going to end the live here in a minute. I'll give you a little few minutes to ask any questions, ask any additional, if you want to see something again. But that was our three with a bonus holiday mocktails. So this was the Grinch, this is the mock mimosa, and this is the cinnamon and joy. Personally, I think this is my favorite. It's a little bit more complex than the rest of them, but all very easy, drinkable. And the nice thing is if you have a favorite spirit, you could make these cocktails. These, I mean, obviously mimosa, you can make a cocktail, but these would blend well to any of your favorite spirits. I would say go with a clear spirit for this if you're going to make this a cocktail so that the sparkle will show through. But this would be a brown spirit as well. But if there are no questions or comments, I'm going to say cheers and thanks for hanging out with me. And hopefully, we'll be able to do it again, maybe with some New Year's mocktails. That might be fun. I have so much glassware that I love. I mean, we could do more. And also, I wanted to mention that there is still time if you want to order these before the holiday. Most of these will ship if you have Prime within 2 or 3 days. So these will get here before the holiday, especially if you're going to gift this beautiful box. I think this was an amazing, amazing gift. I hope you have a fantastic holiday. Until next time, cheers.